realized about 30 seconds ago that I've been playing and I forgot to hit upload, or rather start recording. So I've been doing a 1 hour live stream now, or like a 2 hour live stream, and I haven't done anything. So as you can see, we're in a pretty weird shape. Just in our underwear with a shotgun. Sounds like a pretty fun place to be. So I guess we're just gonna start from the beginning, or well, not the beginning. I'm already about a little bit of the ways here. So I got all the power armors except for the XO1 at this point. Custom painted a lot of them. I'm working on a couple things right now with those, so expect a video coming out about that pretty soon. Also, tomorrow is the day that I'm planning on doing my PC, and right now the limiting factor for me uploading video games and videos has been my computer, my iMac from around 2010. It's been kind of holding me back recently, not being able to perform up to the way that it really should be going. So I'm upgrading that tomorrow to a custom built mini ITX system. So there might be a video on it soon, because there's definitely going to be a modding season based around it. There's going to be some case mods done to it. It's going to be how to make your case look good on a budget. And in that, I'm not going to be including the price of electric tools and things like that. So if you're interested, please subscribe. You can see that in the upcoming weeks and months, as doing something like this isn't just something small. It's a big project when you're building a computer. I've been looking into this for what, 4 months now, what to do. Alright, so let's go to inventory and let's change it up. Everybody like this? This looks beautiful. I like it. I like it. It is good. It is indeed good. I have spent so much money on ammo, and wait until you see my money making rig. This is incredible. The money making rig that I've come up with, between getting instant money and just everything, has been insane, because I have all my settlements doing this, and I'm making an unprecedented amount of money in the game right now. As you can see, I've been able to buy some pretty good amounts of ammo, so I should probably put some of those fusion cores back inside. I have 18 brand new fusion cores in there, so I just thought that anyone that's getting new to the game, understand that if you save your fusion cores, it actually it pays off. You actually get a lot in the end. Got 34 missiles, which is just insane. If you've ever played Fallout, getting missiles is really hard to do at times. So let's grab what can we do with this guy? There's Fat Man. There's glow-sighted 50 caliber hunting rifle. Oh my god. How much damage does that do? 64. I guess we'll go with, how much ammo do I have in there? No, it's not good enough. Old Faithful. Here, we'll take you, and we'll also take, I kind of want to say that we take this one. No, we're just gonna do some editing. We're just gonna craft on it really quickly. You don't need this. Pipe pistol, don't need that. Short pipe. So literally I'm just rocking a kind of almost assault rifle, a laser weapon, which is unbelievably good. If you can see the little top area there, it does double damage if the target is on full health, which doesn't sound like a huge amount, but it's insane. Then over here, let's just standard barrel. Yeah, let's do it. So now we got the triple barrel setup on it, which means that you can have, here, let me show you exactly what it's like. You can go to weapons. So now, not only is it scoped, but if you look around, it has, and look at the magazine capacity, it has 3 shots, so a quick save. But you can just, it's a semi-automatic rocket launcher. I mean, how much more powerful do you need things to be? So let me show you the money-making rig. This is probably the most powerful one that I have running right now at Sanctuary, simply because if you look at R2, the workshops, I have a lot of things that I've not attended to, and a lot of these problems actually make some sense. Like, I haven't fully finished the castle. That's what we were gonna work on inside this. And then in Sanctuary Hills, we got 20 people, which is where we are now. A huge amount of food. And if you see that water bar really quickly, 426, you're gonna know that that's a pretty insane number. A number which is absolutely nuts. And the reason for that are these. All of these. These are the, inside the game, these are the industrial strength water purifier. So it takes the water from the river and it converts it to drinking water, which you can then sell for like 20 caps per can. And you just in the waves, it comes out in waves, is something I've noticed. So don't expect just to be looking at your inventory being like 3 times a minute, just like, okay, alright, we're getting more, and just waiting. It's not like that. It comes in waves. So that makes all of these really, really weird if you want money. So these come in after about an hour of playing. So what I've been doing is I've just been doing my homework and then just checking and, you know, doing things like that in the past. And then over here I've had my melon farm, which is making an okay amount of money. You do have to attend to it, which is kind of stupid, because I really love automation, just having things working by themselves. And yeah, I just can't believe how powerful this system is at the moment. Something that I noticed, a lot of funny moments last stream. All of Sanctuary Hills, every single person was standing, not on the roof, but that little garage overhang right there. And it was a gigantic party. And then we got the main building here that has all the houses and satellite and everything. And I'm getting ready to build something here. Just not sure what I want to do here. So we're gonna go to somewhere that I know needs help. The castle. I've done a couple edits to this stream, and it's been an okay thing. I've just made it look good again. I've just given it power. I've just been doing a couple things, and I've just been getting into the groove with it, knowing what I want to do with it. If I want to build it up so I have a skyscraper or something like that, or if I just want to leave it like a castle and I want to have a moat or something like that. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, so we'll see how this goes. There's quite a lot of people here. A lot of settlers, and they all have no jobs, which is interesting. So you'll notice I didn't sell any melons if you saw me. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't have, because the stream cut out. So we have a lot of things going on today inside the game that we're gonna be working on, and we got purified water. And the reason for that is when you first get the castle, it's going to have an industrial water. So this might just be the first one you'll be able to pick up. And there it is down there. And when you look out at this entire ocean and you think, wow, I can do so much with this place. Well, no, not really. You have this little back section. It doesn't go out very far. And you can't do it on the beach there that much, because then the water's not going to actually go to it. And then you're just wasting money inside the game. So, yeah, Sanctuary Hills is probably the best place for it, simply because you have so much surface area that is just water, and it's really the surface area that the game uses to determine whether or not you can have a building there. Alright, let me just take this out. Incredible amounts of things you can get by destroying one of those. I really want to find something so that I can make more rails like this, because I love it. I just want to have rails going all the way around. Something that you're gonna notice pretty immediately is the defenses that we have here. But if I drop off, you'll notice that there's actually, the castle isn't looking destroyed or looking terrible. Like, look at this side. You can barely notice that, you know, there was ever a hole blown through the side of it. I mean, it's just... and if you're wondering how I did that, you get concrete down in the basement. If you've ever been down there, now I'm not gonna bring up any major stories or things, so there won't be any spoilers if you're new. But when you go downstairs, there's gonna be a rack, and it's gonna have like 90 things of concrete, or cement, I mean, and you'll be able to use that. You take structures, go to wood, go to floors. And here it is, the shack foundation. You need to have concrete and you need to have wood, and you can place one of them down, and they stack around like that, and it just works really, really nicely. So if you ever want to have some fun with that, that's always something I've been looking at. Someone sent me the idea of expanding the armor on the castle, just doing this instead, just giving a greater outline to the castle. And I was thinking about that, but then we were running into issues with this and how would you do the corners, and then you have all of these mounds. I really wish that you could get rid of these mounds for some reason. I mean, they're just not that nice. And then, you know, it's just this I think that the game was a bit rushed because they didn't make it so that you can take out any of these things. They say inside the story to restore the castle to its former beauty, but you can't really do that. I mean, there's only a couple people that have really done this, me being one of them, and it's unfortunate. It truly is a bit unfortunate that they haven't made it easier. See, like with the even when you have that, the shack foundations, you still run into complications with falling into the floor here. It's like, really? It makes zero sense. But you can go like that, I guess, and that solves the problem. Well, I feel bad about complaining about it now. We'll stick another one right there. I guess we'll move you. Now this is rather interesting. This feeds directly down into the main building, and the way that we've organized it when the stream was meant to be running was this area. We were still deciding what's gonna happen here. This might be like a master planning room. Like I saw Downfall recently, and for those of you that don't know what Downfall is, it's essentially the end of World War II, and it's following Hitler and a bunch of other people and how their lives are ending, and it's them in the bunkers. And I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but that really dark vibe reminded me of something, and I can't remember what it is. Maybe I'll comment later what it is, but I can't put my finger on it. I remember it was meant to be something really important, really special. Now I can't remember about it. I was just gonna have a great connection. Anyways, I'm not sure what the plans are for that room. And then over here we're gonna have some power generators running, and we're gonna have that be the generator room. We're gonna have a power armor sitting on the side here, and then that's probably gonna be here. If you go to storage, furniture, containers, and you go and you do one like something like this. Yeah, that's what's gonna be here, a tool chest. And I think that plus the armor station is gonna really complete this vibe with all the crafting. And then here, I'm not entirely sure. You know what? Let's fix this right here. I actually don't have enough cloth. That's really weird. Maybe I should go to Sanctuary and just take some of their materials. Yeah, this is a bit odd. I don't even have enough to make much. Well, let's see here. What if I made a bar? Resources, stores, and then we have food and drink. Yeah, let's make this a little area. See, you don't have any wood. There's 0 wood here. That's such a big problem as well, because you would not believe the amount of things that you wish you could do, and then you realize that you have all these issues. So, also, there's no food here. So let's put our resources down. Let's put down some food. Melons. Yeah, we'll just go with melons at this point. And here's the thing, all that space, you really want to use more of this space, but you're really limited what you can do. So I guess you have to go with a really small population for this to work, which means that you have to have all of this spaced out quite a bit. Now I'm not planning 110 melons here, obviously. We wouldn't even have enough space for that. If you've ever done some Fallout building before or watched one of the... Actually, I've never done a Fallout live stream before. So. Right, let's command you. You're gonna be on top of food now. Which means that this person... Really? Food 3. And this greater area here is just gonna be our farming zone. And once we're done with this little farming zone, building this up, we have 13 people, so you have no job, so you're going to work on this over here. Did you hear me? There we go. Come on, buddy. Okay. Alright, see now here's the problem. These people will run over here, and then they'll... Okay, and they unassign... So this resource is now assigned. Nice. And then let's assign you to the food as well. Because I have no idea what's going on. If you keep seeing this, they're all being really weird. If this woman is over here, she's unassigned. Awesome. And we'll put you on food. This whole little corner is going to end up being dedicated to our food production, because it's all a part of keeping the whole area running. Because I wanted to make this whole thing self-sufficient, because if you've ever seen a movie or ever read a documentary, or not read a documentary, that would make no sense. If you've ever researched castles in the Middle Ages, the way that they take them over is by sieging, and a lot of people think they're all running in, killing everybody, but most of the time it was actually just killing them off by cutting off supply lines coming into their cities and things like that, so that they wouldn't be able to get food, water, things like that. And when they did that, nobody has any food security, and it would induce violence, and there's a bunch of other things that came with it if you ever really want to have a fun time. So these... Can I assign this person? I'm going to assign you to... Well... I guess I can just find a place for this. I'm really unsure about how this... I see, so we're just barely getting by with this setup here, and we're not meant to be making money off these, by the way, because I think someone asked about that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put structures, fences, wire fences, and we're gonna set one up here. Oh yeah, we have no wood, so I guess we'll just leave that be for the moment. No, and well, I guess we don't really need them. Well, it's just making us extra money at this point, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that back in there. If you've come for money-making tactics, the biggest thing I can say is make sure that you're investing in the right skills and you're spending your time wisely. Fallout is a game that can take up a lot of time, and personally I haven't spent a huge amount of time on it. I'm not someone that likes to kind of go ahead and waste their life on a game. Now trust me, I've done it. I've spent an ungodly amount of time on Grand Theft Auto 5. I spent, yeah, a long time, yeah, a really long time on Grand Theft Auto. So, and I've learned from my mistakes, and I realize now that that was a pretty stupid decision. So if you are someone like me who doesn't really like to stay attached to a game but still like to have success so that you can maybe brag to your friends who spend hours on the game, then the best setup is probably the water setup, where you have the industrial water things and they're raking in water for you. That's probably the best setup for this, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's as far it goes. So we're gonna quick save here, and we're going to make our way back to Sanctuary Hills. I do have a couple missions, but right now we're just gonna be doing some pretty simple stuff. We're gonna leave the castle, because now when I'm coming back to it, I'm really thinking about it. In the stream that no longer exists, I was working on the castle, and well, it's not, any of my progress has not been saved on what we've done. So I'm going to start from scratch, and we're going to turn the Red Rocket Station into a really cool little setup for keeping a power armor. You know, just having a nice little setup halfway to whatever your destination might be. So oh, did you hear that? Crap, this was not expected. So I guess this is a good experience. Where's my water? Bang bang bang. We're gonna just shoot the living crap out of these guys. Quick save. Alright, let's see. Has anyone died? Because we had 20 people before. Data, and let's look. Sanctuary Hills. 20 people. No one died. What a great success. Great.
What did they want?
Who knows? I've never understood it. Anyway.
There's something unnerving about Sims. Never know if one's going to spring to life.
Yeah. Well, this is rather interesting. If you have not played the game and you don't really know about the Institute, something is going on. Up north here. And that's awesome. They took my power armor. That's just Oh god.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Well, at least we know now one of our guys was a synth. That is something that I'm gonna have to look out for. For people who don't know, which is a lot more people than you might think of, it's a really scary thing when you have this, at least for, if this was real life, imagine someone that was fake among you. Someone that was a robot that was gonna kill you and your entire family. Essentially, that's what a synth is. Pretty creepy when you really think about it. Okay. So, that was a very interesting event. I've never really had that happen before. That was very close. So I've spent so much just working on the premise of money making that I haven't actually had any time to beef up defenses yet. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work on that a bit here. And we're gonna run over to this point over here. Preston Garvin.
Is there something you need?
Nope. Now, what are our defenses looking like? So the happiness is going down. People are getting afraid. I can understand that. Turrets. Can I build? No. Oh, wait. Well, that is interesting. I've never actually had an experience like that here. So I'm going to throw my stuff that I have in one of these. My weapons, Old Faithful. And we're just gonna go for it at this point. We're gonna go down to the Red Rocket Station. I'm just going to make a really awesome place for us all to be at. And you can follow along if you want to. I'm gonna make it relatively simple. And hopefully this works out. So far, nothing has worked out. So there's already a power armor station there, so I'm not going to touch on that. We're gonna take, yeah, sure, I'll take that. We'll take... Now there's so much that you can have. I think it's unlimited. You can have, a huge amount of stuff. So there's a lot of wood, there's a lot of steel to start off with. We're not even near being close to started yet. Well, when you're doing things like that, like this, building, I mean, you're going to want to bring along quite a lot of stuff. You don't really know what's going to be waiting for you, and it's just better to be prepared than not. So, you could really take whatever you want, but I'm just going to take some things that look like they might be good. And, and we're nearly done here. And, yeah. Awesome. We're gonna go on our map and we're going to get, to prevent 2 trips, we'll get in this one. And this is one of my sets of power armor. It has one of these special pickups for the for paint jobs you can get. For those of you that don't know about it, because I know that there's a lot of questions about Fallout. You can pick up different magazines, like you can pick up fashion magazines. Like what would be a good one? I guess Hello is Hello. A fashion magazine. I don't really know. I don't read that many magazines. But if you get fashion magazines, you can get different clothes and things like that. If you get home improvements, like say you get the in-game version of the Home Depot summer sale or whatever it is, you actually get a new thing that you can build at every workshop. You can go and get gun magazines, and I think that you can get actual attachments and beef your stats up and everything. So yeah, we're gonna hit craft here just so that you can bring it in, exit the station, and I just wanted to have it in this little area. So, and here's what I love about this place. That button is so awesome. I really don't know how there's anything cooler than that. So let's edit this out a little bit. Let's actually make this place pretty livable, because right now we're not really sitting there. We are not sitting in a very livable area. This is not gonna be a cash register. We don't need that. Yes, I guess so. And we have the terminal here. And we'll have, I really wish that they made it so that you could just clean things up, make it look not so absolutely terrifying. I mean, that might sound bad when I say it, but it's just, I think that we can all agree that this does not look very good. So I'm just gonna try and clean this up as much as possible here. And cones, we'll pick up the weapons workbench and we'll just stick that in the corner. And that means that we'll be able to get our chemistry station from around here and stick the chemistry station like this. See, you can't have things parallel, which makes no sense at all. So we're just gonna delete that because it makes 0 sense to even keep it. We'll take the armor and we're gonna replace that cooking area with a actual stove. So this little armoring bench is gonna sit right there. And I like that little setup that we have right now. So let's pick you up. Garage diagnostics chart made no sense. Right, so we'll go with that. Jobs are safe. We'll take you out. And I like that. I'm actually gonna buy some tools and stick in that rack. Can't really move that at all. But I do like the where it's sitting right now, so I don't really have a problem with it. If I can stick a wall or something like that up here, that would be awesome, because I don't know, maybe I just make something small for me to live in here. And take that off. And we'll board up the walls So we're gonna go and get some metal prefabs here. We're going to build the general house inside this area. So this is gonna be all not part of me, so we don't need that. And and you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't really need that, you don't need that. And this is what I like. And you stick this wall down here. Right? And now that doorway is blocked off, so you're completely safe in this little area. And this is your little workbench. So this is your living quarters. And then you can move this guy. Yeah, I guess you can move this guy over here. More into this corner. Yeah. I mean, that makes kind of more sense. Let's see, what can I do here? What can I actually do to make this look a bit better? You can, well, now that that's a wall, you can actually stick that there. Now I know that that's not matching up, and that's making me just as angry as it is making you, so let's change that. That's a much better, much better. So we have the armor and we have the weapons right there. Power armor, and everything's going on. Everything is looking good. Right. Once we get out, that button is going to be the only way, so it's only going to be you who can actually open up and close this area, which is going to be the main selling point of making this. So we're gonna make some furniture here. A bed. I don't have any cloth, so we'll make can I make I guess I can make a bench. So we'll make a table. And with that little bench right there. That looks kind of good. That looks kind of nice. And then maybe you take, I don't know, power. And you can stick, if I had aluminium with me, then you could stick the terminal here, which I don't really understand would be the point of. But because I have the opportunity to, I'm going to stick this. No, I'm not actually. We'll put something over there, but oh, I know. In this little crafting section, we'll put in a stove. So there we go. Stove, everything is working really nicely. We'll exit this really quickly. We'll open this up. And we can hold this again to do some more edits. And you don't need that concrete, you don't need that anymore. So from the outside this looks like crap, and on the inside it's gonna look actually pretty okay. When the armor is gonna be over there, you're gonna have a bit more of an open space to work with. And then here, structures, metal prefabs, and we're going to be looking for this main area right here, which is going to be splitting this into many different halls. Right. So the goal here with this is having something that's just going to make it a little bit easier. And if we make this wall with roof, and you can make Well, now I think I want to go with, if you can go with this. This is a bit more like a hangar. So if you're into that little hangar look, you can go with this. But here's the thing, you can delete this cone and get so much more area. Now we're gonna jump up here. I don't understand the issue with this. Wow. That is a huge amount of space. Yeah, sure. So when you do this, this is the what you have to work with. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Door. We'll go with, what's the most futuristic looking door? Well, it's not futuristic, but I think it gets where I'm trying to get it. And we'll just I don't know how I'm gonna do that. This whole little section, this is, oh yeah, you have the metal wall. Well, I guess this hangar thing works. It kind of works. I mean, I don't really have that many objections against it. So, we wasted some material, but that's perfectly fine with me because we have 0 people living here. And, at this point, you don't really have to worry that much about anything. So, we'll, I'm really sorry for the lack of commentary here, but I'm kind of not sure what I'm gonna do for the first time in a long time. I guess we'll just take that out. We'll just live with this, and you can, yeah, sure. That's pretty much. I don't know. You can do what you want to do with it. I'm just really not sure what I'm gonna do at this point. I'm sorry, I've just been playing Fallout for hours now, and I'm just kind of getting upset about how I don't have any of the great content that I had earlier. Maybe we'll do a rainbow stream. That would be fun. I'll see if I got any friends online really quickly. Hey! Hey! So, really good news if you're watching the stream. If you like Rainbow Six Siege, well, this should be pretty fun for you. I got my friend who is a god at this, and we're gonna be playing some Rainbow together. So I'm gonna quick save this. I'm gonna send him a phone call. I'm gonna be like, hey man, what are you doing? You're not joining the party that I invited you to the total of 10 seconds ago. My god, do you not understand how little patience I have as a materialistic person? And he'll understand, I'm sure. And let me send him a quick text here. Don't you love it when your phone doesn't turn on? It's like, it's that whole you had one job thing. You had one job. Just work for me. Just work. That was it. And it doesn't do that. My phone is 0% battery. It's been on charge for 4 hours. Oh yeah, I have a very special phone, which is going to be having a review done on it very soon. If you couldn't tell already, I'm very busy. I'm a very busy person building computers between everything else. Started 10th grade, 3 weeks ago now, and all my teachers in the beginning are thinking that nobody would have homework, and then they're like, oh, okay, well now your teachers are really going to give you homework. So, we're having a lot of fun, like 2 tests a day, you know, that kind of fun. And for middle schoolers, I'm not talking about those tests. I'm talking about the ones that your life depends on. So,